When a man meets a woman for the first time, sometimes the woman doesn't see it coming. Maybe she went to the supermarket. Then a guy walks up to her, hi. She said, hey, hello, please, can I have your number? And they exchange numbers. The lady doesn't think twice about it. Maybe later the guy sends a text. She replies. Maybe later the guy sends another. She replies. Then the guy says, oh, can I call? And she says, oh, okay. The guy calls. And as this guy talks, and as she responds, even though she might even be in another relationship entirely, she might be in a relationship that she felt, this person I'm with, I'm going to marry this guy. I'm settled. This is my guy. But this one, I don't know, he's just calling me. And the guy begins to talk and she begins to respond. And then the guy says, oh, what are you doing tomorrow? Let's go. And say, okay, I'm going to go. You talk. And gradually you begin to see that a space is created in your heart, even though you don't want it. You resist it. You are like, no, I don't. But the more the interaction, the more you notice that sometimes you consciously then look at your phone. Oh, why didn't you send the message today? Oh. Then you go past through that stage where you begin to send messages first. At first you'll be like, okay, let him, okay, he's still sending, he's still calling. One day he doesn't call. Then he calls and he says, oh, you didn't hear from me yesterday, I didn't see anything. And then you say, oh, sorry, I was busy. And then the next day you feel like, oh, don't let him say that again. Let me be the one to first say hello. And then you say hello. And then he responds and he says, oh, and then the affection goes a little bit better. And gradually you begin to see that because of the amount of time and the level of engagement that you're having with this person, the original guy that you said, oh, I'm set, this one begins to dislodge him. And before you know it, you find yourself at a place where you're like, okay, I'm in trouble now. I have two guys in my life. I don't know which one to pick. Meanwhile, there is one that you are settled with already, that you have told yourself, this is the guy. But suddenly, another dynamics come in. And this dynamics, you find it to be more engaging, more interesting, maybe better prospect. And this has nothing to do with, oh, one is richer than the other, one is, no. Has everything to do with the level of engagement, discussion, fellowship. Oh, so then you begin to weigh, oh, this one loves God more. I like his church, I like his parents. Then you begin to see all the things, and then you begin to see the fault. And eventually, one way or the other, you find out that you go with the one that engages you the most. You go with the one that seems to have your time, that seems to have your purpose, that your vision align, and that your language becomes like one. It is the amount of time that you spend in affection, in speaking, in engaging, that eventually would build up to what you call love, that will now build up to what you call expectations, which is, oh, I expect him to call, oh, I expect him to send a message, I expect that we'll go out this weekend. Then you begin to make plans with this person in mind. You know how that goes, because that is the natural order. From a stranger, somebody then becomes irrevocably a part of your life. From a stranger, somebody that you didn't even imagine or think of before walks into your life by chance, and from that minute, as the communication begins to grow, you find yourself drawn to each other. And as you are drawn to each other, you begin to grow in steady communication until you get to a point where the two of you become inseparable. And then you tell yourself, oh, I'm in love. Oh, what are we doing? And then you begin to talk then about, oh, get married or get settled or want to have children. And then you begin to plan the future together. This is what fellowship is. This is what relationship is. When you want to woo a lady, you know that you will not go to her shouting, "Hey, oh my gay," or "Fine girl, yeah." Of course, that works for some class of people, but that's not how it works. You talk to her, you talk sense, you talk wisdom, you talk calmly. Over time, you begin to have exchanges, you begin to weigh each other's temperaments, you begin to know each other intimately, because we are all unique. And as a result of that, there are unique things that we can do in the body of Christ. That's why nobody can be all.